channel. We about to look into DJ Academics. He just posted a video talking about how gangster rap destroyed hip hop. Let's get into that. Alright, man. For the new viewers out there, man, I'm just making work what I got. Making a way out of no way. Let's get to the video.
You gotta do this, and today in rap, you gotta do this and pretty much tell yourself in the music while it sounds good.
We traded being nice for being real.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be you just wanted to be nice. Now you have to be real.
They don't want to hear no more about him who copped the V-Loan Sherbo and spray up a block.
Where it's like, damn, you hearing this, like, damn, he hard. You like, man, I hope this ain't really doing that.
Everybody with this. It's like putting going extinct.
To me, it's like the most authentic nigga finna make it there. There's a lot of fakes.
The entire history of hip-hop, the invention of gangster rap has single-handedly had the biggest impact by far on the progression of rap music. In the current day, street culture is ingrained in the genre, and people can't imagine hip-hop without the gangster element. But this wasn't always the case. Since gangster rap first emerged in the late 80s, hip-hop has experienced a constant back and forth between gangster rap and the other forms of the genre. Whether it's gangster rap versus conscious rap in the 90s, gangster rap versus backpack rap in the 2000s, or gangster rap versus SoundCloud rap in the 10s, hip-hop has cycled between eras dominated by gangster rap and eras dominated by other styles. So, in this video, we'll take a look at this constant battle in hip-hop, the factors behind it, and its effects on the culture. Primarily revolved around partying, self-affirmation, and community unity. In the early and mid-'80s, artists like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow, the Juice Crew, Boogie Down Productions, Run DMC, LL Cool J, and many more laid the groundwork, establishing the trends and building up hip-hop's commercial popularity. This early era was the purest time in hip-hop because rappers weren't making a lot of money and just doing it for the love of the art form. People were just enjoying this new form of expression, and no one had thought to introduce anything super violent or negative to the music. But this will soon change.
It's like what I'm doing right now. I'm working for a worthless check. Like, I ain't getting paid to work on my music,
The police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it.
Turbulent times in U.S. history.
Y'all already know that, so I ain't trying to get copyrighted,
Crack was hitting communities across the country. Bodies were dropping at rates higher than any time ever, before or after, and crime was everywhere. But despite all these facts, it wasn't something people talked about in hip-hop songs. The record most credited with kicking off gangster rap is a song called PSK by Philadelphia artist Schoolie D, where he told a story about an average day in a hard environment like West Philadelphia.
Came for the wave, my DJ cutting. Other MCs, man, you ain't saying nothing. Rockin' no answer.
This record inspired Ice-T, a rapper from Los Angeles, to make a record called 6 in the Morning, talking about
I got a song I downloaded by Ice-T called OG Original Gangsta. That's the only Ice-T song I got on my playlist.
a day in the life of the streets of LA. This was a huge record in hip-hop history and big for Ice-T's career as well. And following it, he continued to make more early gangster rap records.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Ice-T looked like a wild nigga, you feel me? He looked like a crazy nigga when he was younger. Light-skinned, crazy looking nigga with green eyes. He looked kind of crazy,
Talking about the streets of LA, violence, and gangbanging.
See, I don't know if he was really about that life, but let me know, chat.
Shortly after Ice-T started making gangsta music, NWA, a group out of the city of Compton, took gangsta rap to the next level. Their Straight Outta Compton album was full of lyrics about subjects like busting gats, jacking people, and selling dope. The project got nationwide attention and was the majority of the public's introduction to gangsta rap and a big influence on rap.
This nigga made this hit too goddamn fried. His voice is too laid back. His ass too high, bro. Bro, you need a new narrator, bro. You know?
Across the country. The late 80s was gangsta rap's debut, but this subgenre was still new.
Too boring to me, you know.
And a very small pocket of hip hop. The other artists dominating around this time, like Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Public Enemy, Slick Rick, and KRS-One, were still rapping about familiar topics like rocking the crowd, telling stories, and pushing black consciousness.
That's turned wrong. Times have changed. And it's cool to look bummy and be a dumb dummy and
Dr. Dre and Eazy-E pursued solo careers, continuing.
It's cool to be bummy and look like a dummy. Nah, nigga, but I'm gonna go check that song. Yeah, it sounded like it was pretty decent, you know.
To push gangster rap heavily. Dr. Dre mixed the P-Funk sound with gangster rap to form G-Funk, a new extremely popular category, and he also introduced Snoop Dogg, another extremely successful gangster rapper. Over in New York, Cool G Rap was pioneering East Coast gangster.
This nigga talking too fucking slow for me, boy. His ass really boring to me, bro.
Rap. And following him, people like Nas and Wu-Tang Clan grew the movement. Down south, rappers like the Ghetto Boys and UGK were bringing their own flavor to things. Gangsta rap was expanding, however, there were still plenty of artists making alternative forms of hip-hop. Groups like A Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, The Pharcyde, Outkast, and Goody Mob were all exploring different topics and themes, and together, all of these rappers out during this era maintained a diverse hip-hop landscape.
open caps. So with that bullshit, steps to the rear, son.
DMX, Master P, The Hot Boys, Jay-Z, The Lox, Big L, Mobb Deep, and tons of other gangster rappers became the new faces of the genre. Older acts like De La Soul and A Tribe Called Quest declined in popularity. From its beginning, gangster rap was always entertainment and not really about authentic gangsters rapping. But in the late 90s era, there were countless examples of rappers forcing a gangsta image because they felt it was the only way to get on. Groups like the Roots and the Fugees were successful non-gangster rappers, but they were vastly outnumbered. Eminem was able to break onto the scene, showing fans appetite for a different type of artist. However, even he had a cosign from Dr. Dre, an established gangster rapper. In the early 2000s, this trend continued. Artists like State Property, Dipset, 50 Cent, G-Unit, and Fabulous continued the dominance of gangster rap. Outside of gangster rap, there were basically two routes to go. Either party music like Nelly, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and the Ying Yang Twins, or backpack rap like Talib Kweli, Mos Def, Lupe Fiasco,
Nelly looked like he could have been a drill rapper, man.
and Common. Kanye West has spoken about how he didn't necessarily want to go the backpack route, but was forced.
I heard the song by Lil Durk. He said, make Kanye black again. Like, bro, I don't remember Kanye being black at all. You know?
Because he was having so much trouble getting taken seriously without the gangster image.
You know, I'm sorry to all the backpack community. You know, due to the fact that I was from the streets, but I never killed anybody, it was just easier for me to pose like a backpacker.
The early 2000s was also the era trap music was created, and it initially started as another subgenre of gangster rap, just dedicated to tales from dope boys.
Broke up with my girl last night, so I went to the club.
Careers declined. New trap rappers like T.I. and Jeezy were starting to dominate, but the ringtone era was in full effect, and anyone who could make catchy music or a dance was blowing up. T-Pain was huge, and rappers like Florida and Chamillionaire, who were also very far from the gangster image, were seeing huge success. Lil Wayne was in his prime, and although he was associated with real gangsters, claimed to be a blood, and sometimes rapped about gangster topics, people knew he had been signed to Cash Money since he was a kid, and they didn't really view him in that light. Lil Wayne also pushed things like colorful clothing and skinny jeans that completely went against what
Lil Wayne's the only nigga we gave the pass to. I'm talking about we knew he wasn't in the streets, but we gave this nigga a pass. Like, Lil Wayne's the only nigga we gave a pass to, and we'll give a pass to, you know?
the gangster image was at
Lil Wayne's one of my living legends, man. Not a lot of my role models of life, you know?
the time, and it allowed more rappers to come in and feel okay being different. Kanye also played a big role in breaking the gangster mold in hip-hop after he became a superstar with raps true to his story and his own unique fashion sense. In the mid to late 2000s, Soulja Boy paved the new lane with swag rap, and at the end of the decade, Drake made a lane combining singing and rapping, becoming one of the first rappers to really get emotional on songs, trailblazing a new approach to hip-hop. Overall, the mid and late
This nigga boring as hell, bro. I just yawned like 20 times, but yeah, it had to be a light-skinned nigga.
2000s played a huge role when it came to reversing the effects of gangster rap, dominating the late 90s and early 2000s.
I am smoking on that gas, like to be on center.
Because of the amount of diversity in hip hop, there were lyricists like Cole, Kendrick, Wale, Big Crit, and Joey Badass. There were rappers like Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa, and Currency making vibey music. There were trap rappers like Waka Flocka, 2 Chainz, and Future, and a handful of traditional gangster rappers like Meek Mill, Freddie Gibbs, Nipsey Hussle, and Jay Rock, who were reminiscent of the
Bro, I can't believe this video is still going, bro. This nigga boring as hell, man. He too goddamn high. He shouldn't even have made this shit, bro. Like, I think I might just end this video a little early, you know? Because, like, I'm dead ass bored. Like, I would really change this shit, you know?
majority of the artists in the early 2000s era. This period also introduced a new archetype of gangster rapper. Young Thug blew up rapping about the streets, but he was also popping pills, wearing dresses, and going viral for all types of suspect activities. Old heads rejected what he was doing, but although he was nothing like Jay-Z, Biggie, or any of the 90s and 2000s era gangster rappers they were used to, he was a new type that would become more common in the next era. Future also played a role in shifting the archetype, making it cool for gangster rappers to rap about all types of prescription medicine they
What he means is mumble rap, you know?
were taking and syrup they were drinking. The early 10s was also the era.
You know what's crazy? They say that Future don't even be taking that much drugs like that, so that's fucked up that he influenced people when he ain't even do it like that, you know?
When drill was invented. Drill was a subgenre of gangster rap, but it revolutionized things. In the 80s and 90s, despite having the title gangster rapper, a lot of the rappers making gangster music weren't actually gangsters, and were talking about things they'd either seen or heard about from someone else.
Chief Key for sure. We giving a pass to though, and with another person that we don't give a pass to, Montana. That nigga, he look like he a gangster, but he not. So Montana, we don't give a pass to you though.
Else actually living that life, and there was a lot of fabrication involved. But drill was about real conflicts, and a lot of the rappers were directly involved. In addition to adding reality, drill also brought a new
Like, look at this nigga band down on his head, acting like he a gangster. Fucking at bandos with niggas like he a gangster boy. He admitted he not even a gangster. Like, what is you doing, bro? Like, phony ass nigga.
level of violence and disrespect never seen in gangster rap before.
It do not matter. Turn to a savage, pocket got fatter. She call me daddy. Smoking that gas, going on that savage.
Just like G Herbo and Let Foe were hot, but the majority of others were falling off. Down south, there were a handful of trap rappers like Young Dolph and the Migos, but in hip hop overall, there were more artists in other categories. People like Chance the Rapper, Travis Scott, Ray Shrimmer, Logic, Fetty Wap, and others were seeing success completely outside of gangster rap. This mid-10s era also witnessed the explosion of SoundCloud. Rappers like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, Playboi Carti, XXXTentacion, Trippie Redd, Lil Pump, and many others blew up with a fun approach to their music. Rappers like Lil Peep,
Juice WRLD, yeah, I think he got discovered on SoundCloud too, you know.
and Juice WRLD popularized emo rap, which is almost the polar opposite of gangster rap. This era was characterized by artists doing whatever they wanted and breaking out of previously defined boxes. But despite this new freedom, many SoundCloud rappers were still drawn to the gangster image. Lil Pump and Smoke Perp flash traps in their videos. YB and Namir was in his throwing up gang signs.
If Lil Pump would have stayed with his gangster image, he would have been relevant. Real spill.
Trippie Redd was heavy on claiming he was a blood, and obviously the most extreme example was 6ix9ine paying the 9 Trey Bloods to start hanging around him so he could create a whole gangster persona. However, despite their attempts, none of these artists were really viewed as gangsters, and
It's crazy to me how that clown, like, doesn't get killed or nothing. Like, that clown has, like, somebody look like an angel looking after him or something, nigga. Or nigga's really soft, bro. Like, real spill, you know.
majority of fans didn't really care. There were still a handful of gangster rappers who also came up in this era, and this included people like Kodak Black, 21 Savage, Tay-K, and NBA Youngboy. Out of all these names, NBA Youngboy was the most successful, but even he brought his own unique flavor, alternating between hyper-aggressive tracks and melodic.
Alright, for everybody that be on NBA Youngboy's dick, this nigga has never killed nobody. Maybe he's paid people to do it, but, like, dude really a lame ass nigga who be at the crib scared as hell all day, bro. Like, this nigga lame as hell, bro. Come on, get off this nigga dick, you know.
Pain songs.
Go, I just made it home. Miss calls on my phone, see I've been
And the majority of artists popular in the mid-10s fell off. New gangster rappers started popping up left and right. The Baby, Lil Baby, King Von, YNW Melly, Fredo Bang, Young and Ace, and many others all came up in this period at the end of the 10s. In 2019, Brooklyn Drill blew up, and this was another avenue for even more gangsters to get into the game. Griselda started popping off, and they were the literal embodiment of peak late 90s gangster rap. Even rappers like Rod Wave, Polo G, Lil TJ, and Roddy Ricch, who didn't necessarily push the gangster.
Yeah, I heard Rod Wave's out here fucking stealing people's verses and shit, putting in his song. Yeah, his new nickname is Rob Wave.
Image had the credibility of coming from gangster environments and being involved with that life. Outside of gangster rap, there were still a couple of other genres thriving. Females were beginning to get hot in rap, and artists like Meg Thee Stallion and City Girls were popular. Scam rap was also popping off, and there were a couple of new artists reminiscent of the mid-10 SoundCloud era, like Lil Mosey and Lil Tecca.
Lil Moses is a weird ass nigga to me. Why? Because this nigga look like a fucking kid, and he be at porn star parties. Like, you're weird as hell, my boy. You know?
However, besides these couple of genres, gangster rap was basically dominating everything. Going into the 20s, more gangster rappers continued blowing up. Pooh Shiesty, ESTG, Hot Boy, Nardo Wick, and K-Flock were a few of the biggest. Rap also saw the effects of a new surge of gangster rappers with a large number who were really living what they were talking about and trying to juggle the streets and rap. YNW Melly was the first rapper in this new gangster era to go down, getting locked up for 2 bodies in 2019. This same year, Tay-K was sentenced to 55 years for his role in a home invasion gone wrong.
Nigga, what? I thought Tay-K was first. That's crazy, bro. I really thought Tay-K was first.
In 2020, FBG Duck became another victim of the ongoing war in Chicago. Vaughn lost his life in an altercation in Atlanta, and Mo 3 had his claim due to street beef in his hometown of Dallas. In 2021, Pooh Shiesty caught a robbery case that would end up getting him an 8-year sentence. Hot Boy, Glock 9, and their respective gangs caught RICO cases, and K-Flock was locked up for a body. This same year, LA rappers Draco the Ruler and Slim 400 both became victims to local beefs that claimed their lives, and Dolph suffered the same fate in Memphis. In 2022, YSL and YF...
Hey, that's crazy. Me and fucking Dolph wearing a stripes sweater. Hey, shout out to Dolph, man. R.I.P. Young Dolph.
Ben were hit with RICOs, and Jay the Youngin had his life claimed as a result of beef in his hometown. This era really exposed the volatility of being a rapper in the streets, and with countless gangsta artists getting locked up or losing their lives, there was more room for other types of artists to enter the game. The rage subgenre popped off, and artists like Yeet, Kim Carson, and Destroy Lonely blew up. Females continued seeing success, and Coil Ray, Glorilla, Ice Spice, and Sexy Red also popped off. This brings us to 2024. Going into the mid-20s,
Talking about Ice Spice, I just seen what's his name. Hating ass Lotto, hating on Ice Spice, man. I don't even know what she was hating on her on. But Lotto looks like a mean ass bitch, bro. Like a mean, dirty ass bitch. She just hating on what's her name? Ice Spice, cause she should really have blown up like Ice Spice did, but Shorty be looking so mean. Like, I'm talking about, she look like her breast link type shit, I don't fuck with Lotto,
hip-hop is in a transitory period. Gangsta rap has lost its hold on the genre, and it's not clear where things will go next. Based on history, we'll most likely see new styles emerge for a couple of years, and then a new era of gangsta rap domination will follow.
And then you got me to place anything, bro. I just did a fucking remix to fucking Satisfaction, bro. Like, I haven't dropped it yet, because it keeps getting copyrighted. But, like, wait until I start dropping some shit, nigga. I got different shit for y'all, man. Alright, man, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment your favorite part of it. Tap that notification bell. Turn your notifications on. If you want to donate my channel, CashApp gonna be in the bottom of the link description. If you want to follow me on IG, my socials gonna be in the bottom of the link description. Alright. Alright, man, stay tuned. We got big things coming up on this channel. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next episode of In the Day in the Life of a Upcoming Rapper. School.